Okay. I think we're up. Are we up? Are we up? Ba, 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 ba. Up. That looks promising. That looks a little less promising. And okay, yep, there we go. Okay, hey there everyone, BitBit5789 here. And I am back today with a bit more Better with Mods. So, yeah, we did so much last time. I just really want to do more. And like I said before, I am going to be hunting diamonds, and I wanted y'all along for the ride for that. However boring of a ride that may be. Uh, I haven't done a ton. I did go ahead and get me some food again. That's kind of a big thing. And I just kind of played around a little bit with the new saw. Ooh, I did add a set of wind chimes, right? I added a birch wind chime to the gearbox because, yeah, if any of you noticed, after the end of the last stream, at the very last second, it started storming, apparently. So, I, yeah, it kind of blew up the box. Fun. So, yeah, uh, we are basically just gonna go diamond hunting. That's really the long and short of it. We're going diamond hunting. I am terrified to take the iron pick, but we kind of have to. Um, what would be the most efficient use of or most efficient way to get sticks? So we get 2 per plank normally. Here we get 1 per molding, which is actually going to be more efficient. Yeah. So if we were to, here, you know what? I'll take a couple of the dark oak. Hopefully that will be fine. And I'll probably just grab some coal while in the cave. This poor iron pick. Been through everything. But yeah, if we head on up, I probably also want to make a new axe. But yeah, so if we turn this into normal wood, then we can turn that wood into the siding, siding into molding, and then the molding will actually give us 4 sticks per plank instead of just the normal 2, I think. So 1 plank gives us 2 siding. 1 siding gives us 2 molding. 1 molding gives us corners because I cannot think. Not do that properly. Okay. And then 1 of you gives us 1 of that. So that means the 1 plank gives us 2 sticks. 4 sticks. Yes, okay. Yeah, so this is going to be a much better way to do this. Oh yeah, fun fact, it also snows up here, apparently. So that's something. We'll turn all of these into sticks. Don't know if I'll be using all of them for torches, or if I'll leave some back home, but you know, it's something. Alright, there we go. 48 sticks out of 30 logs. That's pretty good. No. No. Yeah, we definitely need a new axe. If for no other reason than just to have something. I am tempted to go ahead and... Okay, sorry, 1 second. Hmm. Sorry, I just saw a spider. And now it's gone. Ah, that's great. No way that's gonna come back to haunt me. Uh, alright. Well, if you never hear from me again, you know what happened. Let's go ahead and throw all of this in there. We are going to be getting a little bit less bark than we do with the axe, but that's totally fine. What else can we use bark for anyway? Bark. We can use bark for... Fair enough. This is probably more bark than we're ever going to realistically use, as is. So... But yeah, we can also check out the gearbox now that it's storming. Make sure it's not, blown up and that the wind chime is actually working. Alright. I do want a little bit more cobblestone. Guess I'm just gonna take out these two. I don't know. And I'm also gonna use the stone pick here because I don't want to waste the iron pick on such a trivial matter. Oh right, bread. And there's a little bit of extra flour. So here we go. There is a new axe. And I think we're ready. As long as I'm careful, it should be fine to go to the cave. So, obviously, windmill is still turning, but if we actually go up, the machines should have stopped because the wind chime ought to be... Yes, you can hear it. So the storm is causing the wind chime to emit a redstone signal, which is stopping the which is stopping the gearbox. So obviously we can't use these right now, but we weren't gonna do that anyway, so it's totally fine. And yeah, it's just a very nice way to protect your gearboxes that are on the windmills anyway. So, let's see. Obviously, we always need more iron. There's no such thing as too much iron in this mod. Realistically, though, we need diamonds. We need 3 diamonds. With 3 diamonds, we can get a diamond pick. And as long as we have a diamond pick, we can get obsidian and, go to the nether. Right? Getting that blaze powder is going to be absolutely miserable, of course, but it is what it is, I suppose. Not much else to do, unfortunately, other than, okay. Okay, mouse. Stay with me here. Oh. Okay, are we good? We're good. Now, I think I was going in this direction. Yes. Okay. So, I'll probably just end up using the rest of the stone pick here to grab a couple of coal. And I will also grab a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit extra coal with this. Definitely don't need all of these sticks, but you know what? We have them if we end up needing them. with any luck, 10 torches will be enough to get us to at least a single vein of diamonds, right? Realistically, all we need is one halfway decent vein, right? Diamond veins can have up to 4, which means that we have a greater than 50% chance, theoretically, to get the diamonds that we need. All theoretical, of course. Okay, so this does actually go down. I don't have any building blocks. No, that's actually not good. It's really not good. Okay, I'm going to head up and just grab something. Great if there's like a gravel or dirt, anything up here that I could use. That would be a no, though. Nope, that's a horrible idea. No, we're just gonna go to over here. Dirt. Yes. I know it's kind of a waste of dirt, but right now, simply having some building blocks for us to work with is far more critical. Now, is it worth lighting up here? I feel like we're going to need all the torches we can get, unfortunately. Which does kind of leave that as a risk, but I think it's going to be worthwhile. All right, 20 dirt. Gonna have to be careful here. Now, I can use the pick for, like, super emergency cobblestone if necessary. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Alright, I see redstone. Of course, I see iron. We'll at least grab the iron. If absolutely nothing else, this is worth grabbing. Creeper. Hey, free torch! Realistically, it's just a single piece of cobblestone. Which, you know, is one more piece of cobblestone than I had before. So I can't say that I can complain, unless if, you know, my shield giving out due to, like, a last hit or something ends up killing me, in which case, yeah. I then think I can complain. Okay. That's 12 iron. And we... Okay. Did not mean to do that. So we are at diamond level, which is good. Oh, 13. Lovely. So this is diamond level. It's more so, can we actually find diamonds? Oh, no. Whoo! That was a little terrifying. Hey, dirt. That's good. So I do hear lava up that way, which probably means the cave continues on. Let's not jump into the lava. Thank you. Redstone. More lava. And potentially something here. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to be extremely cautious here. It would be devastating to lose this pickaxe. The pickaxe and the shield is like an entire mining trip's worth of iron. So that's just completely a dead end. I don't think the lapis is worth getting, at least at the moment. Instead... I mean, I know there's water right there, but still. Okay, so that's a whole lot of nothing. Now, you know what? I'll take my dirt back, thank you. Lava can stay there. It sounds like there's another cave over here. But I don't know what to do about that. I do know there was a creeper. Aha! Great. Perfect. Well, hope I didn't want to go up that way. Ooh, iron though. No. I'll take that, thank you. Yeah, terrifying. Okay. Oh, wait, this is another cave. What is up here? Hmm. Oh, there's some coal. And then there's some more coal. What does this lead to? Ooh, emerald! Sorry, I am not risking jumping over lava. Sorry, not sorry. No, this isn't diamond level. But hey, emerald. Alright, I am gonna just have to dig my way out. Rip. Alright. B? I see the zombie. No thanks. Skeleton. Two skeletons. Now, don't get caught in the crossfire. And now we run this way. Hey! Alright, yeah, this place just feels like a death trap. I think it's time to leave. Oh boy. Well, that was certainly terrifying enough. Batwing. But hey, 27 iron out of that. I'll take it. I suppose the next thing to do is gonna be trying to find a different route. That's gonna go lower now. The only thing is that I have absolutely no clue what that would be. No. Oh, no, no, no. Uh, yeah. And this is why we brought the second axe. Because I knew that was going to happen. Okay, cobblestone and coal. Take it. Is this a route to something else? No, it's literally just a staircase up and down instead of taking the water. I mean, fair enough. But not really what I need. That way also probably doesn't do anything. Oh, I am always terrified jumping over lava. You know what? This is probably a bad idea, but let's see where this goes. Okay, I see redstone. I see iron. A good sign. I can grab this at least. Hmm. Well, there's a little bit of redstone, but no diamonds. Yeah. In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't be looking for diamonds given my generally abysmal luck, but oh well. Okay. Uh, Hi, Nuclear. Yeah, I am actually. Yeah, MFREX is still in the works, though I am working a bit more on another mod that I also am trying to get a lot of bug fixes done for at the moment. Oh, whoo. Really glad I was in water right there. Really glad I was in water right there. Okay. But yeah, no, to answer your question, yes, I am the creator of that add-on. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's still a ton that I want to do with uh Mind Fantasy extras, but yeah, I have not worked, or I say I haven't worked. I have worked a good bit on it, but oh, nice. How are you liking Mind Fantasy? Seriously, still no diamonds? Uh, this cave has all the iron we'll ever need, but like absolutely zero diamonds. Thing had an emerald. How were there no diamonds? I understand. Like, I completely understand. I, yeah, the profession system. Oh, gold. Sorry. The profession system is definitely cool. It's really nice to have an actual profession system instead of just something like Reskillable. Though I do wish it works better with other mods. That would probably be like the single biggest complaint I have with Mind Fantasy is just it doesn't work well with other mods in general. Please don't die. Oh, hey. Yeah. For what it has compatibility for like the different wood types, it's amazing. But if it doesn't have that, it's like physically impossible to do. Hmm. I see karate zombie, I hear skeleton. Uh, okay, time to go. Yeah, I would definitely say so. I think this was in the last alpha of MFREX. I did a release with a couple of new blocks. So, or a couple of new like benches and tables so that you can add in other mods recipes into sort of more appropriate tables, right? Like, for instance, let's say that you have a mod like here, I'll just take better with mods. We have this like wool. We have these wool armor. Ooh, keeps crashing. Send me a crash report. I'll take a look at it. Though, to be fair, it is alpha for a reason, unfortunately. Is because I'm doing a lot of rather dubious things in order to get uh, compatibilities to work, which means that things like crashes are just kind of guaranteed to happen, unfortunately. Because, well, like we were just talking about, Mind Fantasy doesn't really like compatibility with other things. And whenever you try to go above and beyond normal compatibility, yeah, a normal mod would break. Mind Fantasy, I'm surprised it works at all. So that is something that I have been sort of considering is whether it makes sense to have everything in one mod or to have a bunch of like smaller mods, right? Because you see both, right? Um, like okay, Electro Blob's Wizardry. There's like 5 or 6 different like add-on mods for different adding spells from different mods, right? Like Mousy's has its own little set. Treasure 2 has a set. Uh, Twilight Forest has an add-on. All of these different mods, so you can install whichever one you want or need. The flip side is something like uh, what's a good one? Oh, what is the name of that mod? Just had it. The Abyssal Craft. That's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, so Abyssal Craft has just one mod that adds in compatibility for a lot of mods, and it works just as well. You don't have to go, searching for all the different mods, but it also means that whenever things don't like to play together, at least it's just one mod that's broken and not everything. I don't know. Ah, this is the way we went. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this also ought to go down. How much do abilities left? Not a lot. Hey, there's a ravine. So that's all blocked off. Now the question simply becomes, what do I do here? Can I get down here? Hmm, this is dubious. Out of curiosity, do you do any kind of modding? Like, obviously you play with mods, but do you like coding mods or anything like that? Yeah, so this is just a dead end. Ah, that's fair. Ow! Well, looks like I'm down here now. Is that water? Can't tell. That is most certainly not water. I'm glad I did not jump. I have no clue how I'm getting out of here. That second skeleton? Stop going into the darkness. Die. Thank you. How am I not dead? Uh, oh, that's cool. Uh, how is how's that going? 3D modeling has always been really cool. Why is there a torch there? We already been through there? No. Then this is useless. Well, it feels like a zombie's gonna drop on my head any second. Ugh. Okay, see a creeper. I see all of that. Any way for me to get down there safely? I don't know. Like, this looks like it ought to have connected, right? Here, you know what? We're taking this down. Ah, okay. Well, then, I hope the course does go well. Oh, that's where that connected. Okay. Ah, nice. I have tried art. I am no good at it. Art is just like, I can't do it. Oh, thank you. I will take a look at stats crash reports at some point. Some point soon, of course, but oh, wait, is this nothing? Okay. Oh, that hurt. Oh, what's down here? Lava. I see more iron. No diamonds. I am so confused. Where are the diamonds? Yeah, so I've already been down there. So, what are you wanting to go into, out of curiosity, for school, like overall? If you don't mind me asking, of course. Oh, medical. Okay. No, that makes sense. Well, okay. Let me paraphrase. Paraphrase. Let me rephrase. Medical, I know a lot of people who want to. Totally makes sense that someone would want to go into it. But just in terms of like 3D art and 3D, sorry, 3D modeling and digital art and things like that, that's, I wouldn't say medical's the first field that jumps to mind. Ow, with those kinds of courses. Die, die. Uh, Fair enough. Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah, plenty of time. Yeah. I would just say don't rush, right? I mean, like you said, you have plenty of time. Just make sure you go into something that you know you're going to enjoy. That's all. To an extent, of course. Make sure there's also actual jobs for it. But yeah. Also, this cave is a complete bust for diamonds. I want to find another cave, but I don't think I have a choice. What do you mean by how to crop it? You should just be able to get like, all right, if you go into your Minecraft folder, there is a folder there with crash reports. You can just send like the actual text file report. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't think that they have that. Um, if you wanted to, though, you could just go into the crash report, scroll down in the text to where you actually see the error that you got, and then just copy that, right? So just copy paste text. Generally speaking, it makes a lot more sense to try to do something with the text file than it does with the with like an image of it, even if it is just copying a small part of it. Yeah, like for instance, if I go to just one of my crash reports really quickly, yeah, it's like whenever you get a crash report and you open up the text file, it should be like the very first thing. It should like here I have a java.lang.no class def found error, right? And you could probably just copy paste that whole little block, and that would just be the error and the things that I would need for solving it. Hopefully. Though a list of the mods you're running also would help. And that obviously wouldn't have any kind of personal information, as it's just the error. But, you know, over text as opposed to a screenshot. So easier to work with. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a break from mining diamonds. Besides, I think we're gonna need a new iron pick relatively soon. So, think I might go ahead and make one of those. Just, you know, second iron pick. And from there, I actually think I might go hunting for some cows. Because that's another thing we're gonna need. And I feel like I'm a little less likely to die if I'm hunting cows. And I, again, don't really feel like hunting for a new cave, so yeah. Right. Like I said, I don't think it does. I have never seen anything that's wood other than like computer specs, which obviously if computer specs like, just knowing what kind of processor and things like that you're running, I think that's the most that anyone could get out of a crash report. That said, you do you, and yeah, whatever you think would be best. No, no. Why am I not surprised? Woo! That was a death trap. Four? A creeper and four zombies. Seriously? Ow. And a skeleton. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here. Alright. Thank you. I will take a look at that. Whoop, whoop. Again, at some point. Like I did mention before, I'm not. Whoop. Okay. I'm not working on MFREX a ton at the moment. So I am. If it is something integral in my fantasy extras that needs to be fixed, it's probably going to be a bit before there's any kind of a fix, unfortunately. Just fair warning. Ba, ba, ba. Skellington, no thanks. Why does that baby zombie sound so loud? Oh, I saw that coming a mile away, and I still got hit. Out of the way, sheep. Die. Those are so annoying. Bleh. Anyway, um, so yeah, how far along in Mind Fantasy are you, out of curiosity? Ah, Steel Age, nice. Yeah, so you're basically to the point where it really starts ramping up and becoming a lot of fun. Hey, Peasants of the Kings! Yeah, I know that one. Right. Yeah, that makes total sense. Alright. Emerald! Let's see. Let's cook up some pork chops. No, let's save them actually. Let's instead work on this. Alright. Iron coal. Iron coal. Iron coal. Alright, and that should be enough for a new iron pick. It still hurts to use that much iron, though. Only a stack of iron. I say only a stack of iron left. Like, in any other world, this would be like more iron than you're going to use in a really long time. In this mod pack, it's like, oh yeah, that'll be gone by tomorrow. I say mod pack. In this mod. Okay. Yeah, Better Than Wolves is. I've seen. I've actually seen two or three now. Hardcore Better Than Wolves playthroughs. It is something else. Though, to be fair, BetterWithMods does bring the most of it around. It's not as bad, but it's still really bad. Um, trying to think. What else can we do? We can always go gathering, well, not at night, but we can always gather wood. Probably want to try and keep up with the sheep, of course. Alright. Yep. Alright. That's enough for now. Just make sure that we don't ever lose all of our food. Oh, nice. What kind of advice are you looking for? Hmm. There, I guess. Go ahead and, guess, put up all these sticks, given we don't really need them now. I mean, to be fair, I'm not exactly the best person to be asking for that, given that, you know, is you are like the only person in this stream right now. So, let me think. From everything that I've heard, probably the sort of the biggest things. One, make sure that you have something that's kind of unique, whether that's maybe a game that not a lot of people stream, but that's relatively popular. You could also maybe have some sort of a unique take on something, right? Like the 100 Days, whenever that first came out, or uh, ah, or there is something known as the Garden of Grind, which is a sort of unique take on Greg Tech New Horizons that is absolute pain incarnate, but it could be a lot worse, I guess. And it's a very unique experience that kind of grew popular. So the people who were streaming that, became popular likewise. Really, it's about just having something that makes you stand out from the crowd, right? Be that a game, like a unique game, or a unique take on a game that's already pretty popular. Um, Beyond that, I would say definitely stick to kind of your niche. Don't branch out a lot, just because algorithms in general don't like uh seeing a bunch of different types of games or whatever, unless if your channel is like solely dedicated to that. And even then, it's still a little shaky at the beginning. Um, let's see. As far as you, I guess, would go, just be personable and don't use the word a lot like I do. And I would say maybe just take a look at kind of some of the big streamers, right? People like I don't know, just take some of the sort of bigger streamers, look at how they conduct themselves during streams, and make sure you take from a wide variety of different streamers so you can kind of see, all right, this works for this guy, this works for this guy, and maybe this works for this girl over here, right? You kind of put all those together and you see, okay, well, people seem to like this. They don't really seem to like this. So I'll do that first thing and try to avoid the second. And then take that sort of as a baseline and mold it into something that's unique to you. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but that's. I personally have never cared to be popular, so I have never. I've never cared to be popular, so I haven't looked that much into it, to be fair. But, and likewise, I've never cared to implement it too much. But from the little bit that I know, that's what I would say. Well, thank you. Hopefully it helps. I have no clue whether it will or not. Because again, I can't exactly say that I have numbers to back up what I'm saying, as I very clearly don't. But yeah, the biggest thing with if you say that you're losing people, obviously you're going to lose people. It's just kind of name of the game. And you're going to have different people come in for different things. Yeah, I feel that. What I will say is you will have different, sometimes you'll have different people coming in for different things. Like, I have a couple of people who will come in for Greg Tech streams versus, say, I don't know, if I were to go and stream Ancient Warfare or Electroblob's Wizardry or Mind Fantasy or something, right? Like, different people are drawn to different things. And I would say definitely kind of keep that in mind. That might be part of you losing people. The other thing, it's not that you've lost them necessarily, it's just that they're not interested in this particular subject you're doing. Likewise, I would say, again, just be personable, be, I don't know, friendly, and, talk with them. Definitely try to be try to connect with them so that they want to come back for you, not just to watch content. Because they could go to a number of people to watch content, right? I think that's probably the biggest thing for keeping people. You know what? I'm gonna just while we're waiting, I'm gonna turn all of the. I'm gonna go ahead and just get all of this sent through the mill while we're waiting. I probably should be doing that instead of just standing around, right? Actually doing something. Uh, Here's a good question. Would there be cows in that direction or that direction? Because I don't know. Oh, all right. I'm gonna keep two of you, and we're gonna do this. Well, like I said, maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. To the right? So you're thinking over through the hills instead of through the dark forest? All right, I guess once this is done, obviously, we will head off in that direction. I don't know. No, I take that back. I'm pretty sure I have died and have came from that direction before. So I'm fairly certain there are planes. I just think that those planes might be like 1,000 blocks out. Likewise for that direction, to be fair, but let's see. Actually, on that note, I think I've died and came from every single direction except from that one. Or came back from every single direction except for, what is that? West? Yeah, yeah, sunsets in west. So, let's see. Well, hopefully we can find two. If we can find two cows, we're good. Ooh, bringing them back is going to be kind of miserable, but oh well, I suppose. Also, more than likely, I'm probably going to end up going out like, hmm. I mean, west is where the cave and that forest were. So I know there's no cows out that direction, right? That's the way that we just that's the way that the mine is and everything that we just did. So I know for a fact there's nothing out there. I just haven't died and uh had to go from or had to go east, I guess, to get back. Yeah, anyway, I think the goal is probably going to be going out like, I don't know, 500 or so blocks. Ooh, it might be worthwhile to wait for a brand new day though, as it's about to go night, and I really don't want to get attacked by mobs. So probably gonna wait till tomorrow to do that. And then I'll go out 500 blocks that way, try to find a cow, then I'll come back, probably wait for a new day again. Given that'll be 1,000 blocks traveled, I bet it'll be turning night again. And then I'll go 500 blocks in the other direction, come back, and if both of those end up failing, actually, how long is that going to take? It's, what is it, 20 minutes per? So that's 40 minutes. Include that, throw in that, and that's probably another like hour to hour and a half. So yeah, at that point, I might be calling at least stream for Better with Mods. I'm debating on whether I want to do some Greg Tech today as well, because it's been a little while since I've like really done a lot. But at the same time, I also do kind of really want to do better with mods. I want to get to the Nether. That's all I want to do. You wouldn't think it would be that difficult. Oh no, that's not possible. You a fan of Greg Tech then? That is that's fair. It is definitely. something that you have to kind of get used to. It is not like most other tech mods. Though to be fair, that's also partly why I love it so much. How far in are you? And are you playing on what version of GregTech are you playing? Are you playing on like 1.7 or maybe older version? Or are you playing on like 1.12 or maybe the new ported version of GregTech? Because different versions of GregTech, while they're all sort of similar, they do each have something kind of unique to them. And of course, what pack you're playing also kind of determines a good bit, right? You know, recipes changing, things like that. All right. And we are finally done. You're playing New Horizons. Well, that's the issue. New Horizons is it is brutal. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you straight up. It is New Horizons is probably one of, if not the most brutal Greg Tech pack. So it makes sense if you feel like you're struggling a bit because you probably are because everyone does. Any way to any way to make string out of him? Cobweb, bolt of string. We have those. And do a companion cube. Can't make one of them though. Can't make cobweb. Yep. Rip. Fair enough. So yeah, while the basic logic for Greg Tech is relatively the same, there's gonna be quite a few differences because I'm playing the 1.12 version. So I'm actually playing a pack and it doesn't have essential, unfortunately. So I'm afraid I can't do that. Sorry. And anyway, it is a single player world, and I'm still learning myself. So, but I can at least kind of show you what, uh, if I end up doing Greg Tech, of course, I can show you. Likewise, you can always look at like some of the past streams, and you can see just some of the things that I've done before. All right. However, for now, we're in Better with Mods with a second iron pick. Finally. Okay, so let's put that one over there, there, this one right smack dab in the middle. Okay. And now we basically wait around for morning. Yeah, you're not entirely wrong there. Among other reasons, yeah, there's a few reasons why. Oh, we can finally remove this handprint. Oh, do we need a pickaxe? Nope. Okay, we did need a pickaxe, but I genuinely do not care. Oh, I am so glad to see that removed. Even if it is destroyed, I don't even care. It's not that expensive. Also, I totally understand grammar being being bad as I say it. Yeah, grammar is rough. Words are hard. What can we use redstone for? Anything in particular? Stone latch. Oh, we can make compasses now. That's something. Note block, wooden pressure plate, button stone, weighted gold, lever, weighted iron. Need a filament for this, which needs stone. Serious. Bocce. Banner detector. See, we can make filament or heating elements. And we're not even close to that. Okay, redstone torches. Not much. We need a clock for a redstone repeater now? Dude. Okay, what else can we use the latch for? Piston. Iron trapdoor. We can make a door! No, no, no. We're making a door. Okay, okay, we're just gonna need 6 oak siding. Do we have any oak? Okay, we're not making a birch door. I am sorry. I wouldn't mind dark oak, though. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I have wanted to do this for so long now. I can't believe I completely forgot about it until now. Don't even think about it, Zomboy. Whoop. So we'll get this. I'm gonna get 6 molding. Here we go. Door time. I've wanted to do this, ow, for ow, so long. We have a door. Now, can I do something like this? I know that doesn't do a lot, but we have a door. Ha! I shouldn't be this excited about a door. Okay, it's about time to go. So, let's go. I see zombie. I see second zombie. No thanks. So yeah, we're going to end up going to about negative 500, I guess. And then we'll go to positive 500 in that direction. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully we find some cows. I mean, it's only 1,000 blocks each trip. That's... Look, I usually walk 1,000 blocks a stream as it is. So, and this time I'm not running to recover stuff. You know, items from when I've died. So, generally speaking, I would say it is, something I'm relatively used to at this point. I'll also collect any eggs if I happen to find any from chickens, as getting some chickens would also be really nice. Though, actually, getting some chickens might be worth almost as much, if not as much as the cows, just for the number of, um, What's the word? If only just for the number of foods that it would unlock. Like, if we just look at eggs, right? No, that's a cooked egg. Egg, right? We can cook it into a cooked egg. Whenever you throw it, it will create a raw egg if it doesn't actually give you a chick, which can then be turned into scrambled eggs or into like one of these different pies or into an omelet, right? Or we can just cook it. Are you serious? Why does it rain so much on the server? I don't get it. All right, I see some sheep. And there goes my axe. Oh. Oh no. Come on. Die, 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 die. Thank you. Oh, oh no. You're good. It's not good as this skeleton. Yike. Need to go, need to go, need to go. Oh, no. No, no, no. Yeah. This might be a mistake, but I really don't want to waste the bread. More sheep. Beds don't work with better with mods. Like, they just straight up don't do anything. Alright, you know what? We're gonna take some chickens, and we're gonna be happy. Oh no. No! Oh, nice. They actually keep up. Ugh. Oh, it is so nice to not have to worry about them. Especially with all of these mobs. Oh, no, no. Come on, chickens. You can do it. You can do it. If we can just get back to land, we will be A-okay. Come on. Ah, you see, that's the fun part about Better with Mods is once you unlock the beacon, a fully powered beacon is a respawn obelisk for Better with Mods. Like, basically, the last thing anyone is ever going to do in a world, right? Unless if they're in it, like, as just sort of a private, personal world. In other words, you don't respawn in this pack until you've beaten the pack. Or, pack. The mod. Yeah, hardcore Better with Mods is something else. Same thing with Better with Wolves, of course. Because it's literally the same thing here. Okay. I see a skeleton. So instead, we're going to go over to that forest. So, out of curiosity, do you like the streams or the videos better? I feel like the videos are a little, at least initially, they were a little more put together. Sorry, a little more put together than the streams are, because a lot of times it feels like I'm just kind of standing around with the streams. But, live interaction with an audience is always something. Ooh. I'm going to be so upset if one of these chickens gets hit by lightning or eaten by a zombie. Yes. Come up on land. Alright, time to go. I can't even eat because if I eat, I lose the seeds. Go, go, go. That makes sense. No. No creeper. No creeper. No. No! Okay. I don't want to, but I have to. No! No! Spider. Duh. Great. I am not about to die here. Ah, this rain. Okay. Well, that was a trip of absolutely nothing. Okay. Also, sorry. Fair enough with the streams. Just curious what people like more. Alright, well, we can sit here for the next 10 minutes, because we can't do anything until the rain stops. At least I can't. Or I can go do Greg Tech. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably take a bit of a break, and I'm going to just do another stream of Greg Tech. Just because this is kind of ridiculous. And by kind of, I mean it is completely ridiculous. So, but yeah. Uh, Thank you all so much for watching. And I will be back with another stream in a bit. But yeah, till next time, see y'all.